and welcome to Board Gaming at Home. Today I'm going to do a solo playthrough of Friday. It's a solo card game by Friedman Fries, and yeah, basically you're Friday and you're trying to help Robinson Crusoe get stronger and leave the island, because he's a pain presumably. Where do we start? It's not a massively complicated game. We've got to go through this deck of hazards 3 times, and it'll get harder each time we go through, and then finally fight these pirates. And we've got 20 life points to start with, and a deck of Robinson cards to start with that aren't very strong at all. They've got fight points on them, which is how you beat the targets on the hazards and the pirates. And in your starting deck you've got some that are actually negative points for your fight strength. Loads of zeros, a few ones, and 1, 2 I think. So yeah, quite a rubbish deck to start with, but you're gradually going to get rid of your rubbish cards and win some good ones as we go. And I think the easiest way to show you how the game plays is just to dive straight in and get on with it. So we're going to draw 2 hazard cards, and we're looking at the top half of these cards, and we're currently in the first phase, which is green, so we have to look at the green numbers, and that's the number of fight points we need to generate from our deck. And the number on the left, this white number, is how many cards we can draw for free. So as I said, our starting deck's not very good, so we've got to pick one of these to fight. So I'm going to take the easier one, discard the harder one. So we're going to keep this one. So we start off, we can draw 2 of our cards from this deck. So we've got one, and it's a 0. Oh, there we go. And we've got another one, which is a -1. So we've scored in total -1 fight, and we need to score 1. Now I could pay a life point to draw another card, but as I mentioned, a lot of our starting cards are quite bad. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to lose the fight. And because we've lost by 2 points, we're going to lose 2 life points. But for each life point that we've lost that way, we can discard a card. So we can get rid of these 2 rubbish cards out of our deck, and they're gone. And then we didn't win the hazard, so it goes to the hazard discard pile. And then we draw another hazard card. So another 2 hazard cards. Wow. Well, this is a bit of a no-brainer. So these cannibals are really hard. 5, we'd really struggle to do that. So we're not going to do the cannibals. We're going to try and get the raft to the wreck. So we'll keep this one. We only need to get 0. But we only get 1 card to do it with, so let's see what we get. We got a 1, so we overshot it, but we've won it now. So because we've won, we actually get to keep this hazard card, and when it comes around again, it becomes one of our cards, and it has a special ability on it. It's another 0, which isn't great, but well, there we go. At least we've got another card. So then we draw another 2 hazards. So we've got exploring the island or wild animals. Yeah, wild animals are hard, so we shall put them to the one side. We'll go exploring the island. We get to draw 2 cards. 0. And a -1 again. So we're too short of our target. I think, yeah. This first round, generally, it seems you're getting rid of rubbish cards. So we're going to pay 2 life for losing, but we're going to get rid of these 2 rubbish cards out of our deck. Okay, so wild animals, which is another tricky one, or take the raft to the wreck. I think we're going to take the raft again. And we've got 1 card. Oh, and we lost, we're distracted. So we've lost by 1, but it's a good opportunity to get rid of a -1. So we're going to lose the 1 life and destroy that card. And another wreck or exploring the island. Now, right, this card, I was going to go for this one because it's got 1 fight on it when we win it, but this one has got the ability on there of phase -1. And what that means is when this card comes out through our deck, if say we're in the red phase, the phase -1 moves it down to yellow, so it's going to make one of our battles much easier. So I think we're going to go for that one. So we draw 1 card, we've got to hit 0. And we got 0. So, yep, we won that card. 2 more hazards. What have we had? We haven't had a 2 yet. We've only had 1 1. So I don't know. We might have a couple of decent cards coming out, but I'm still not sure if we're going to get. I don't think we're quite going to hit 4, so we're going to have to explore the island. So we draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Right, and we've come up short. So I could. What do we do? So what I might do this time, I'm going to pay a life to draw another card. This time it's going to go. Oh no, it's going to go on this side. So we've scored a total of -1, added one of the cards together, and we need 1, so we're 2 short. So I think actually I'm going to call it a loss. I'm going to lose 2 life. I'm going to destroy the -1 and one of the zeros. Okay, and then 2 new hazards. We've definitely got some better cards coming out. You can look at your discard pile. There's 5 -1s in the game, and I've destroyed 4 of them. So do you know what? Let's go for. No, oh, I don't know. It's tricky. Oh, let's go for the easy one. The ability's quite nice on that one. So we're going to draw 1 card, and there's our -1. So yeah, that's quite cool. So we've lost by 1. So I'm going to pay 1 life and lose the fight and destroy the last -1. So it's quite nice to get rid of the -1s. So we have further exploring the island or further exploring the island. Okay. So we're going to take this one. We get to draw 3 cards. We need to hit 2. 1, 2, 3. So we're 1 point short. So I think I'm going to pay a life to draw another card, and there it is. There's our 2. So we've overshot slightly again. We've got the total of 3 fight, and we only needed 2. But it's quite a good card when it's in our deck. It gives us 2 fight, and it gives us an extra card for free. So yeah, quite happy to win that one. So 2 more hazards. Now the 2's gone. I don't know if we've got any more 1s. So I think. So I think we're going to go with the raft to the deck. And I'm going to draw 1 card. It's a 0, so we won that one. And 2 more hazards. Yeah, and again, we're going to have to go with the raft. So I'm going to draw 1 card, and it's a 0, which we needed, so we win that one as well. Some of these cards that we're winning have only got 0 fight on them, but they've got abilities. This one lets us draw 2 more cards, which is very useful. So let's see what we've got. How many is it? I can't remember how many 1s you start off with. There is a list in the manual which does tell you. I've had 2 1s. Do you know, I'll go have a quick look in the manual here. Just see. So at the back of the book here, it says the fighting points and special abilities of the cards. It tells you what you've got. So Robinson cards. We have. Yeah, there's 3 1s, and I've only had 2, which means that's definitely a 1. Well, assuming I can count right. So we're going to try and go exploring the island. And yeah, there we go. We've hit 1. Now it says we could draw 2 cards, but you can stop beforehand and call the fight if you want to, which is what I'm going to do. So yeah, we've won that one. So we're going to take that card. So next up, we'll draw 2 hazards. And I think I'm not sure what to go with here. So that gives extra cards, but this one gives... Do you know what? I think we're going to go at further exploring the island because it's got a 2 fight on it plus life on food, so I think that'd be quite nice to get. So we've got to beat this one, so we've got to draw 3 cards, but our deck is empty. Now this symbol here means that we are going to take one of these cards from here. These are bad, these are aging cards, and they weaken Robinson, so we're going to take one of these without looking at it, and put it into our deck, into our discard pile, shuffle it up, and then we go through our deck again. Right, so we get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 zeros. Okay, but we're going to use this ability, plus 2 life. So I'm going to take 2 life, and we'll just angle it slightly to show that we've used the ability. And this one here has got 1 destroy on it, but I think we might wait for that for a minute. I'm going to spend a life to draw another card. Ah, look at that, there we go. So we needed to raise 2, and we've got 2. So I'm going to use this destroy action now to destroy this weak card, which just gets flipped over. So we've used destroy, we've used life. I can take an extra card, and no, I don't think we're going to bother. I think we'll stop the fight there and call it a win. So we've won this card. And the one we flipped over and destroyed with the destroy action gets removed from the game. Okay, so now we draw 2 hazard cards. We've got cannibals, and we've got with the raft to the wreck. Cannibals are hard. We've already had one of our 2s go. I think we've only got another 2 of them anyway. It's possible to do it, but I don't think we're quite strong enough yet, so we're going to go with the raft to the wreck. So we just need 1 card, and we did it. We overshot again slightly, but oh well. So we win that one. We'll draw 2 more hazards. Further exploring the island or with the raft to the wreck. Right, this one looks quite good. It's got a 2 fight on it and a double ability, so we'll take a chance. We're going to go further exploring the island. I'm going to draw 3 cards. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that doesn't help us very much. Phase -1 doesn't help because we're still only in green. So we still need to find 2. I think I'm going to pay a life to flip over another card. There we go, we've got 1 out of our 2. I'm going to pay another life. Oh no. So this is the aging card that we took off and shuffled in at random. And this one's quite nasty. It says that our highest card now equals 0. So the 1 counts as a 0. So we're currently on 0 again. I don't know what to do. Do we take a chance? Yeah, I'm going to pay another life to draw another card. We have a 1. I'm going to pay another life to draw another card. It's a 0. Oh, wow. This isn't going too well. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. So, draw another one. There we go. So we've got a 1. Right, so we've now reached the 2 that we need. So, what I'm going to do, because we've nearly finished this hazard deck, and this one below the pile lets me take one of these cards and put it back to the bottom of the pile so it comes up again sooner, and we know what it is. So I'm going to use this ability to put books to the bottom of the pile, because we're nearly going into yellow, so this might come in useful at the end of the round. So I'll put that one to the bottom of the pile. What other abilities have we got? Nothing useful. Okay, so we won this one. Cost a lot of life and we got through a lot of cards doing it, but we got there in the end. Okay, so our last 2 for this phase. So we have exploring the island of wild animals. I think we're going to go for exploring the island. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2. Well, there we go, look. So, we only need to hit 2, and we've hit 2 already, so I'm going to stop there and call that a win. Okay, there's another 2 fight card, which is good. Now, we've come to the bottom of the deck, so now we're going to discard the green, and this then tells us that we're into the yellow phase. So now we reshuffle the hazard deck, and we'll play through it again. This time we've got to fight the yellow numbers rather than the green numbers. And yeah, things start to get a bit trickier now. But I think I've got a good number of 2 fight cards in, so that might help us quite well. We shall see. Right, so we've got to draw 2 hazards. Cannibals, which we now need 9, and wild animals, which we need 7 for. Wow. But if you remember, our phase -1 is at the bottom of this deck. Okay, let's go. I think we're going to go for the wild animals though, rather than the cannibals. So we'll draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. So a phase -1 means we only need 4 to fight. But we've come to the end of our deck and I want to draw another card, so we're going to draw another age card without looking at it. Put it in our deck, reshuffle, and there we go. So over time, the more times you go through your deck, the more aging cards you get, which are quite bad. So yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, and yeah, I've not quite figured out the best way to play this game yet, but we'll keep trying. Right, so our 4 cards are all 0s, but this equipment card here gives you +2 cards, so I'm going to use that. So I'm going to angle it just to show that we've used it. I'm going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ha! Okay, so we've drawn 2 2s, which adds up to 4, which gives us our wild animals card. Okay. This one, double, lets you double the fight attack on one of the cards. So, yeah, we didn't need it this time, but that can help you get your numbers up as well. We won this one. But we haven't got our phase card anymore, it's now in a discard pile. So it's going to take a while before that comes back again. So we have Raft to the Wreck, Wild Animals for 7. I think we're going to have to stick to the Raft to the Wreck. So we need to find 1 out of 1 card. We have 0. Well, I think I might lose this one. 1 below the pile doesn't seem that useful to me, so I'm going to lose this fight. I'm going to pay the life, and I'm going to destroy that card. 2 more. That's 1 way up. Okay, I think +1 life would be quite good. We've only got 5 life, so perhaps we need something to help generate some more life for us. So we're going to go with the Raft to the Wreck. Draw 1 card, and it's a 1. We needed 1, so we won that one. If we get to play it again, that could be quite handy. So we have further explore the island. Oh, explore the island. I've already used a couple of 2s. I think we've got a couple more, but they're going to be quite well spread through this deck. Okay, let's go exploring the island. I think I've played it a little bit too cautiously this game. There's 1, 2. So copy lets us copy the ability of another card. And we haven't got another one to copy yet, so we need 2 more. I'm going to pay a life to draw another card. Oh no! Robinson's stupid. So 1 minus 2 puts us on -1. So we're currently 4 away from completing the card. Okay, so I could gamble and carry on, but 4's a hell of a mountain to climb. So I'm going to take the loss. I'm going to pay the 4 health. Ooh, I might regret this. And then where the other ones I can destroy, so I can destroy that one for one of those 4. These aging cards, you can see at the top here, they've got a symbol of 2 life points. It costs 2 to destroy them, so another 2 of the 4 are going to destroy that one. Put that in the wrong place. And then I've got 1 left that I can destroy if I want to. And it's a 1, so I don't want to, it's an alright card, so we'll just end it there as a loss. So I've got no life. You don't lose when you run out of life, you lose when you need to discard life and can't. So this may be our last turn, it may not be, we shall see. Right, so both of these can give us +1 life. But where we haven't got any, we need to play it safe and go for the easy one. So I'm going to draw 1 card. Whew, there we go, we made it. So, okay, so this says sort 3 cards. So what I can do, I can look at the top 3 cards of the deck and put them back in any order I like, so I know what's coming up. Okay, well, just so you can see, I've got 2 with +1 life, a 2 with plus a card, and a 0 with a destroy on it. So I'm going to put the 2 2s at the top, so we know we've got 4 fight coming for the next fight. So we will stop there, we'll win this one, and then we draw the next hazard. So we know that we've got 4 coming. So this is 7, that's tricky, so I guess we're going to overshoot it, but at least it's a win. So, yeah, so we're going to go for this one, so we draw 2 cards. So 2, and a 2. Okay, so we're going to use this ability to gain +1 life. And there's no point taking another card because we've already beaten it, so we'll stop there and call that a win. So we have 1, 2. We've used quite a lot of 2s. I don't think we've got many strong cards left. So we're going to discard that one and go with the Raft to the Wreck. 1 card, we need to raise 1. We got a 0. Now I could lose, pay the 1 life and destroy this card, but this one's got destroy on it, which can be good for destroying aging cards and whatnot. So I think I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to pay a life to draw another card. And Robinson is scared. So we have to lose, and I've got to pay a life and I can't, so we've lost the game there. Yeah, we didn't make it. So yeah, that was a loss. Okay, yeah, so there we go, we lost. Only in the yellow phase. If we'd gotten all the way through these hazards again, we would then take the yellow off and we'd be in the red phase, and some of the red phase cards are really nasty. Cannibals, for example, you need 14 points to beat them from 5 cards. So yeah, some of them get really hard. And then if you make it all the way through the hazard deck again, then you have to fight the pirates. And this one's quite straightforward. You get 10 cards for free, and you need to raise 40 hit points, which is a heck of a lot. And then this one, you get 7 cards for free. You only need to raise 16, but if you need any additional fighting cards, they cost you 2 life points instead of 1. So yeah, and you have to defeat both pirates to win the game. The closest I've come, I've defeated 1 pirate. I've never won the game yet. It is pretty tricky and hard, but it's quite fun, and yeah, just need to work a bit more on finding a strategy that works or what have you. So yeah, I didn't get to show you many of the abilities of the cards in this one, this playthrough. This one here, to exchange, lets you get rid of exchange rubbish cards and replace them with new ones off the deck, which is quite nice. Destroy lets you destroy a card for free. Double lets you double up the fighting points on 1 card. Copy lets you copy another ability, plus life gives you life. And yeah, that's about it. There might be a couple I've forgotten, but you get the general idea. And yeah, fun little game and a good way to pass 20 minutes. Yeah, I recommend it. If you're looking for a quick solo game, it's good. If you read our website, there's a blog post on there about how I've not particularly done well with solo gaming. Mostly because I've been buying big box games that are designed for multiple players but have a solo variant. And I've not been so successful with them, but this one, which is definitely not a big box, nice little box, and it's designed purely for solo play, I've had a much better experience with. So, yeah, it's a thumbs up for me. So, yeah, there we go. So, if you like what we're doing, give us a like. Don't forget to leave your comments and let us know what you're thinking of the game or the channel or whatever. And don't forget to subscribe as well to stay up to date with all the latest videos. And check out our website at boardgamingathome.com. We do more than just videos. We've got written reviews and blogs and all sorts of stuff, really. So, yeah, a bit of news maybe here and there. And, yeah, so check it out. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.